back to another week of the Bandwagon. This is Everett with my co-host Vlad. Just want to thank y'all for showing support. We're now on YouTube, so check us out on YouTube. Just want to start the show this week with something we ended last week with the RUBIO. Vlad, we did a left hand shake. Vlad said that he wasn't coming, so just want to know if that's honored better and what's the prize gonna be.
Yeah, we shook on it, and we'll see what happens. You know? He's not with us yet, but we'll see how that goes, Mr. RUBIO.
That's definitely a cop out. Like I said, he's here. He's going to be here, and we're going to definitely let it ride out, and I want my money, man. But we're going to go to NBA. NBA right now, we got the Heats playing the Mavericks right now.
Yes, sir.
We got the the Mavericks up 3-2. Fourth quarter of the game 6. I'm not going to jinx it, so we're going to leave it at that. So, what you think about the series so far and how it played out?
From watching the game so far, it looks like the Mavericks might have it, but who knows? Who knows, man?
Who knows? What's funny is that the last game, LeBron James did have a triple-double, but he had 2 points in the fourth quarter. The game before that, he had 8 points the whole game. And so I don't think like we was having that debate, is LeBron up to Michael Jordan level? I don't think so.
I don't think so,
the points
man.
in the finals, man.
He doesn't dominate the game like Michael Jordan did, you know.
Right.
I mean, he's definitely up there. He's definitely one of the top players, one of the players in the NBA who's ever played. But he still got to get that ring, and he still got to show it. Still got to show a little more, you know, before we could compare him to Jordan.
I definitely do believe so myself. So. Hopefully by the time this is aired, we have the champions, the Mavericks, and
that'd be nice, beautiful.
I'm crossing my fingers, my toes, and everything else I can't cross. But hopefully that does happen. You know, off of the NBA, but still on the NBA, your guy Iverson.
Iverson, he said he wants to come back to the NBA. You know, I mean, he's definitely a veteran. He could definitely bring some skills to the NBA. Who do you think he'd be a best fit for?
I think Iverson would be a good fit for a younger team that's, you know, making a push towards the playoff or in the playoffs. Someone like Oklahoma. He already been with the Grizzlies, so I think, just where he could come off, show him some leadership, and give him some scoring off the bench. I mean, anywhere like that to do.
Yeah, he would fit in nice with them. Also with my favorite, you know.
Who?
Purple and yellow.
Purple and yellow, the Lakers?
Yes, sir. Our squad. I think he'll fit in perfect over there, you know, have him backing up Fisher, or if they get rid of Fisher, have Iverson in there. That'd be a pretty good fit.
Yeah, I really don't think Iverson's going to come in and tear up the league. He's 36. I mean, like my boy Allen was saying, he might need to go to Celtics and just retire with the Celtics. So we will see. I think he got something to prove he want to prove, or maybe just try and get that last check because, you know, his time is about to be up, and why be overseas making money when you could try to make some here, you know? So
that's true. Plus, he said he wants to get into the Hall of Fame. He's got to do that in the NBA.
I think he'd be able to get there with some of his stats. I mean, just looking at his stats,
I was checking out his stats earlier today. Man,
with 25 points a year? He
was averaging 26.7 a year.
Scoring championships?
Scoring 11 All-Star games, you know. MVP 2001, Rookie of the Year 97. And according to the stats I found, he's 6th overall scoring in his career, 26.7. He's ahead of every active player except guess who?
LB.
Good guess, LeBron James.
Little Birdie told me that. But I think with Iverson, I think he got a legacy. I think he with the way he played now, he should make it to the champion. I'm sorry, be a
Hall of Fame?
Hall of Famer. I think he got the stats to prove it. I think when he was here, he was a dominant player at the size of 6 feet even. So
that's
just
true,
the
man.
size alone, you could say he was one of the most dominant players.
He definitely was, you know, and he dragged his team to the championships, you know.
Yeah.
He's one of the only players that can really do that. He was like the only good player on the Sixers.
I can't even think of anybody else who was good that was on the team with him.
And he brought him to the champion. I can't even remember. I think Iguodala was there.
For Mike Miller, what was his name? Andre Miller and Eric Snow and all them. So yeah, I think that he come back in and just score. But to the next point, and that next point that we speaking of is the NFL, and of course the LA franchise picking up a new team. What you think? Name all the teams you know that has been in LA.
Well, for a lot of people that don't know, they've already had 3 NFL teams. They have the Chargers, they had the Rams, and they had the Raiders. So they're trying to get their 4th team. They want to get somebody going, and they're thinking about getting what were the 5 teams?
The Vikings.
They're thinking about getting the Rams again, the Raiders again, Chargers again, Jaguars, and they're also interested in the Vikings.
What team do you think is most likely to go? Most likely.
I say probably maybe the Rams.
The Rams. You know what? I'll be sad if the Vikings win just because they already took the L.A. Lakers. How many lakes is in L.A.? I don't even think they got one lake now.
I don't even think they have any.
But if they get both Minnesota franchises, both purple and gold, I mean, that'd just be nuts. So I don't think I could stand to see that.
I don't see that happening.
And I think Chargers would be better fit, just because they're closer. Even the Raiders, because the Raiders haven't really done nothing since they've been in Oakland. So just to keep this almost the same fan base, just go a little bit further and be in the same state. I think that'd be a likely team that would be possibly a good team to go to.
Raiders or the Rams. Yep. They both need a lot of improvement. I mean, the Raiders are improving pretty good last year. Their defense stepped up a lot. So we'll see what they do this year. Yeah.
But, I mean, like we were saying, now we think of Arden Hills. Would you rather have Arden Hills
or Los Angeles?
Los Angeles. I'd take the drive to Arden Hills, man.
I would have to pick Arden Hills myself, man.
Yeah. So I think Minnesota, I mean, I know that they didn't get anything done in the last session, but I think coming up they have to get something done or they could leave. So it's time to shut up, or
we'll see what Mr. Ponder can do for us.
That's funny. That leads me to my next subject, man. Mr. Ponder said right now they're having training camp, or not training camp. They're having little practices just the players. Ponder, shockingly enough, is a rookie. He came in calling a veteran like, I'm down in Florida working out here. We want y'all to come here, work out, whatever, whatnot. And it's a lot of players that did not go to practice with him. Some of the vets that didn't go to practice with him. But my point is, he's stepping in, trying to be a leader. It's a lockout right now. But the whole funny part about it, Greenway said, "Why don't you come to Minnesota? Most of the players up here, we could practice up here." And Ponder talking about he don't have enough money to come up here to Minnesota to practice. He's not signed to anything. He's basically a college student.
He said that.
Christian Ponder said he don't got enough money. So I feel that that's just one of the dynamics of the lockout. You got the lockout. I mean, we're gonna talk about how it affects so many different ways the lockout happening, but that's one way. Just a lot of rookies coming in not being able to afford stuff that a lot of veterans could afford, which leads me to the criminal activity.
Which one?
I mean, what Ray Lewis was talking about, like you said on the right here, Ray Lewis was talking about there's going to be a lot of crime if the NFL ain't happening. Is that crime going to be to the fans, or is the fans going to be causing the crime,
or the players?
So.
From right now, it looks like a lot of players is getting locked up, But like Ray Lewis was saying, it is definitely going to be a lot of crime. I mean, if there's no football going on, there's a lot of people that be going to those games, and they're not going to be in the stands. What are they going to be doing?
Right.
But we got Plaxico Burress. He just got out. And thinking about going to the Eagles. You think that'll be a good fit for him?
The Eagles. I think that'll be a nice fit for him because. I'm not talking about X's and O's. I'm just talking about personalities and how they gave Michael Vick a second chance. The coaches, the state or the city gave Michael Vick after he's been in jail. And I think that's the dynamic that, of course, the Philadelphia need is a taller receiver. They got Steven Jackson and they just got little 5'10", 5'11". Maybe 6 feet receivers. They have a 6'4" receiver, legit 6'4", 6'5" receiver.
Yeah,
I think that'd be a good dynamic to add to the team. Plus, he could get mentored and trained by. I think Michael Vick is matured a lot. Could definitely do that for him.
True, especially Michael Vick. And Plaxico Burress. I mean, he got a ring also, so he could bring some.
Hey, like I said, Michael Vick proved that if you go to prison, don't mean you're gonna digress or anything like that. You can come out. Get focused and then play football.
Get back in it.
I think that'd be a redemption team. I'm not too sure why the Giants wouldn't want him back on the team. I understand that he did make mistakes. He shot his own self. So
in the club.
Like they said, you kick your own self in the butt. He shot his own self in the leg. He learned his lesson. So I'll be willing to accept him back if I was in charge of the team because he learned his lesson. So
plus he got a lot of talent also.
A lot of talent, yeah. So, hey, I'll pick him up on the Vikings, man.
I would too.
Nice pick up, man.
So another wide receiver that just got locked up, Mr. Kenny Britt.
What did he get locked up for?
What did he get locked up this time for?
He's been locked up before?
He has been locked up before from some type of car chase. I don't remember all the details, but he was driving away from the police, pulled over, then ran, but they caught him. I don't know what he was running for. They never got out the details, but he just recently got locked up again. I think it was Wednesday.
Oh, wow.
He was at a car wash, and there was two detectives, two police officers. They weren't dressed as police officers, but they said they smelled some marijuana. They looked over there, and they saw Kenny Britt smoking something, so they assumed it was him. They went over there towards him. They asked to see his hands. He wouldn't show them his hands. He's like, "Get away from me!" So they tried to arrest him.
Resisting arrest?
So he got arrested for resisting arrest.
Oh, wow.
2 charges since there was 2 cops.
Oh, wow. So this is
crazy.
Is this the spiral to the off season? You're gonna have players working at McDonald's. I was listening to like a talk radio station, which is and it's really it saddens me to hear that they were just talking about how you're gonna have players sticking up banks because they're broke. What hurts about it is that these players make millions of dollars. They don't have enough sense, and I don't know this. Why wouldn't they have enough sense to put money up in the bank, or did you just go out when you get that check and buy $1 million house and live on credit?
Blow it. I don't know.
I don't get it. So why I don't know why is it gonna be such a dire need for money if you're a millionaire? And maybe I'm just a broke man, don't know the game about money, but I just don't understand it. So
it doesn't make sense to me either. You think from all those big checks that they get, they would have something in the banks.
Yeah, you should be able to borrow something from a family member or something. Like, man, you remember I helped you out, let me borrow a couple stacks. So
it's so silly, man.
I don't understand it. We will see. Of course, the lockout is full force right now, so we're gonna see the effects of it. Hopefully they bounce back, and hopefully before next cast we have a season or something. Maybe not, but like I said before, this is gonna be a long summer, bro.
Hopefully nobody else gets arrested, man. You guys have any questions or anything for us? Want to give us any feedback? Definitely hit us up at
the Bandwagon
at collidingpictures.com, or also see us on Facebook. We're on there now.
Of course, and YouTube.
YouTube.
YouTube,
yes.
107 hits the first day. Hopefully we have more. Definitely thank you for supporting us, and definitely come back if you have any questions like my boy Vlad said. Definitely hit us up. Thank you for tuning in. Have a good week.
See ya.